When you're training collie, at least how we do here at Collie Center, we're very heavy on the footwork, right? Like just very dynamic, very rapid, explosive. So I have to do some maintenance on the back of my legs, my calves, my ankles, and my hamstrings. So I want to share with you some really simple exercises that I do at least like 3 to 4 times a week. Doesn't take very long, and it's a great way to keep the back of your legs nice and loose. So yeah, here we go. Try them out and see how they make you feel, and hopefully they keep you performing very well. All right, so first up is our hamstrings. So I'm gonna start off with my feet about hip and shoulder distance. Legs are straight, so I'm gonna keep my knees are literally as straight as they could be. They're locked out. And then we're gonna hinge this back. Hinge the hips back, keep the legs straight, and keep hinging. Try to keep your back straight, but keep hinging until you start feeling that stretch all the way down in the hamstrings. Keep the back straight, and that's gonna give you a good stretch. And then I'll come up, and I'll usually do this for reps. And I'll aim for about 8 to 10 repetitions per set. Mornings are great to do this, especially if you get up early enough to catch the sunrise. That's what I'm doing right now. I do my morning stretches like this as the sun's coming up, getting that red light on my body and my eyes, which is really good for your eyes. Getting that red sunlight, that early morning and then that late evening sunlight. And then you might notice that the more reps you get in, the lower you can start to go, because those hamstrings start to loosen up. It's a great, easy exercise, these kind of wide leg good mornings, to increase that hamstring flexibility and get everything working for the day there. Now the last rep, I don't know if I did 8 or 10 here, but the last one I'll hold for about 10-15 seconds. I really don't count anymore. I kind of just go based off of feel, but usually about 10 to 15 seconds. I'll try to hold here. All right, that's pretty good. Then I'm gonna come over here to my my slant board that's up against the wall here and hit up the calves. So I like to have something that's kind of low that I can put my feet on by a wall or something, and I'll straighten out and then just slowly lean towards the wall, trying to keep my heels down to the ground. And you get a nice, deep, elongated stretch in the calf. And I'll hold this for like 2 to 3 minutes until I start feeling that release in the calf. And you'll feel the calf like release to where you won't feel the stretch anymore. In Collie, over the years, because of how dynamic the footwork is and how explosive the training is, you know, it was pretty common that we would strain or even pull our calves, like kind of get like tennis leg. And I have found that this stretch, just by itself, prevents pulling the calf. It prevents getting tennis leg and straining and overworking that calf and popping that calf sometimes. So it's something that we've experienced quite a bit. Again, we're really dynamic when we're training in person, and especially when we are training multiple opponents, because you got to move really fast, and it just has a lot of demand on the lower body. So for the sake of the video, I'll just kind of speed this up for the video, but you don't have to sit there watching me lean against a wall for 3 minutes. So I'm starting to feel that release in my left calf. And the right calf is still feeling that stretch a little bit. So So I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. Now I'm starting to feel the right calf starting to release. You know it when you start feeling it. Kind of lean into that right calf a little bit more here now. All right, it's pretty close. And then the last thing is for the ankles. That the calf stretch helps with the ankles. It does help, but I got a couple exercises that I do for the ankles specifically. So the first exercise I do for the ankles is a split squat. This also really helps to, since we just stretched the hamstrings and the calves, this helps to strengthen your hamstrings, your hips, your calves. But you're gonna see when I go down, I let the knee go past the toes. And that's gonna help to get a nice stretch in that dorsiflexion in the ankle. Also, you're getting a little bit of a big toe stretch on that back foot. Stretching out the bottom of that foot. Getting that good hip extension in the rear leg. That full hip flexion in the lead leg. And then you're using that range of motion, right? You're coming down into the extension, and then you're pushing your way out of the flexion. So this exercise right here has been really helpful in my lower body. The ankles, especially, the hamstrings, still strengthening the quad, and strengthening all the tendons and ligaments around the hips. And I'll do about 5 to 10 reps, switch, and then do the other side. My right ankle is quite a bit tighter than my left, so you'll see my ankle come off the ground a little bit, my heel. And that's just due from an old skateboarding injury from when I broke this ankle. But it's been improving a lot, which has been helping my collie. Take a little bit wider stance, kind of really lean into it. And then the last one I do is I just come down into this deep primal squat, and I'll hang out in this squat for a little bit, but I'll lean into my toes to get a little bit more action in the dorsiflexion in the ankle. I can really hit that right ankle on this one as well. Plus I'm all the way down, so I'm getting good compression in my lower body, in the knees and the hips, trying to keep the back as straight as I can. And yeah, that's what I do pretty much to keep my lower body collie ready. So a little bit different video there, not swinging sticks, not swinging knives or bolos or anything like that. But this is the important kind of behind the scenes work that I do for my body that keeps my legs in full operation mode for my collie. So add these in if you like. I don't know, I mean, if you don't need to do some leg maintenance, especially as an older collie practitioner, then it's probably because you're not training your footwork enough and you're not pushing it enough. You know, these are blades, right? I mean, when we think about collie, these are blades flying at us. I mean, you got to move, right? You got to get off that line and you got to move, and it's got to be fast and rapid, like explosive, dynamic, to not get hit, you know, with the bolos, you know. And I mean, it's just, right, that's the reality of it. You can't stand still and be too successful with your blade flows and stuff like that, you know, with collie. So try them out, let me know how they work for you. Super curious about it. Yeah, be sure to subscribe. Hit like on this if you like this kind of content. I'll probably share some more of what I do and behind the scenes of my collie. That way I keep my body, strong and mobile and, fit and everything for collie. And everything's about collie for me. Everything comes down to that. Collie is my day-to-day standard, so that's what helps keep me healthy, keep me successful, and keep life being awesome. So, all righty, catch you back here in the next one.